In this annual survey, Monocle editors have selected 50 things from our travels that we felt were exceptional. Here now are our picks for best in-flight, fast trains, innkeeping and snacks, plus service, smiles and seamless connections.
At number 50 in our top travel guide is the Veluga, our favourite alpine stay that avoids the kitsch that so often creeps into high-altitude hospitality. No animal hide rugs or antlers here, just a great après-ski lounge and comfy duck's beds.
This spacious MPV is the best option for a shopping expedition. Its luxurious and spacious leather interiors with reclining seats make those inevitable city traffic jams an enjoyable experience. Almost.
This stretched, long-range and altogether mightier-looking variant of Boeing's workhorse 777 model has become its most popular and gets our vote for best long-haul aircraft. Passengers benefit from the spacious cabin interiors and powerful horsepower.
The title of Best Barista goes to Thomas Lehoux of standout Parisian establishment 10 Bells. Lehoux takes his craft as seriously as his fellow Frenchman would a fine wine. We can recommend his full-bodied cappuccinos for a rewarding sip.
Talk about a comeback. JAL has had the best turnaround by far. Its Boeing 777-300ER planes will soon boast roomier, lie-flat first and business class pods and tastier meals.
The Grand Hyatt Tokyo is certainly not short on welcoming staff, but our pick as the best maitre d' is Frederick Calder, who oversees the buzzy Oak Door restaurant with aplomb.
Best ad campaign is provided by Switzerland's SBB Rail. It launched a clever series this year featuring staff crooning the tune and a passenger strutting, sleeping and relaxing. Take a peep.
Spanish Tichadors have a range of lightweight cashmere, merino wool and linen blankets that are woven on antique looms in mills throughout Spain. And they're also the best in-flight blankets we've come across.
Zurich's relaunched B-Gate Pier was well worth the wait, and romps home as our choice of the best airport edition. It has something much lacking from many airports, a large outdoor viewing platform to view the comings and goings on the 3 runways.
Talking of airports, since Tokyo Haneda opened its new international terminal, we reckon we've saved a whole week by not having to endure the tiresome trek back and forth to Narita. It's our best Asian airport.
Best use of public funds is awarded to Train Italia. For decades, the state operator sat idle, but today, its Frecciarossa rolling stock is impressively punctual. No jokes about Mussolini, please.
During cafe connections linking us to Seoul, Tokyo and Taipei, you'll usually find us busily filing copy or doing radio interviews, all lined up for dim sum in one of their lounges. Its revolving dim sum is second to none.
The biggest shake-up on the horizon comes courtesy of Norwegian Air. The budget airline has spent $21.5 billion on expanding its fleet and has Bangkok and New York marked down for the departure board.
Comfort and dignity rarely go hand in hand at 36,000 feet, but we think we've found the right get-up to look dapper and lounge or sleep in comfort. From the bottom up, we like Muji slippers paired with a short tabio sock, found Muji baggy cotton trousers, a James Perse V-neck t-shirt, a roomy Roberta Collina cardigan and a Beg Scotland cashmere scarf.
The opening of the Georges Cinque's new penthouse suite in July also resulted in the best view. Have a nightcap while enjoying a 360-degree Paris panorama.
If you want a picture of that amazing vista for the folks back home, the best camera for capturing it all is Fuji's new XF1. Available in brown, red or black, the two-tone aluminium body is designed to be noticed.
In an era when many airports have turned to frustrating interactive digital display boards to help with questions, directions and connections, Auckland Airport boasts the most gracious guides. Its team of well-groomed pensioners are on standby throughout its facilities to guide, counsel and console.
This sturdy leather tote is handmade in the town of Chambord and tops the Monocle luggage rack as best travel bag. It comes in dark cobalt blue and olive green and is the perfect size for your laptop and magazines.
These two airport approaches always get our noses pressed against the window. The landing across the Øresund is always exhilarating, while in Asia, the approach from across Tokyo Bay with a hard left turn at the end reminds us of the good old days flying into Hong Kong's Kai Tak.
Garuda Indonesia is not known for being forward-thinking, but the management in Jakarta have invested in an innovative onboard immigration service on selected flights. Anything that eliminates a tedious queue is fine by us.
A summer charter on the Med doesn't come cheap, and today's fleet of floating gin palaces have little in the way of charm. Our pick of old-school yachts for summer cruising is the MY Dioneer. Her 60 silhouette cuts an elegant figure above the waterline, and her teak sun deck is the ideal perch to work on one's tan.
What meeting would not be improved by a marshmallow latte and a plate of pastrami sandwiches? Fab Cafe in Tokyo's Shibuya district is a regular spot for Monocle meetings.
If you like your semi-tropical retreat with cozy bars, outstanding bakeries, top-notch pizza joints and amazing burgers, then Naha has to be the best urban tropical destination. It's also the most underrated city escape in the Pacific.
Never underrated is Captain Etienne Garcia, head of the French cruise line Compagnie du Ponant, and our choice as the best captain.
Earlier this year, Turkish Airlines opened up one of the smartest and most imaginative routes in civil aviation, Istanbul to Mogadishu. Turkish has become the smart choice for this volatile stretch of Africa.
Bombardier's most recent Dash 8 Q400 is the quiet hero of niche operators and regional airlines, and the best short-haul aircraft. It's a less visible but no less capable workhorse, connecting everything from secondary cities and island communities to major capitals around the world.
Amenity kits are generally a waste of time. After all, who wet shaves on an aircraft? For environmental and graphic design reasons, ANA boasts the best amenities category with its simple, useful lineup.
It's our best concept, and what a concept. Singapore's Toastbox kiosks serve snacks of lightly toasted bread heaped thick with butter and sugarcane spread. Delicious.
The opening of the first 21C Museum Hotel in Louisville reshaped hotel art collections forever. Hence, our vote as the best hotel brand. With the help of architect Deborah Burke, philanthropic founders Laura Lee Brown and Steve Wilson designed their hotels to engage guests with contemporary art and regenerate their areas.
Best European airports are Helsinki and Munich. While Helsinki won't win any cozy awards, it's on top when it comes to short dashes between gates. When Lufthansa's the only carrier that will do the trick, it has to be Munich rather than dreadful Frankfurt.
The best after-dinner journey home was an easy pick. The only thing better than a late-night canal-side dinner in Venice is the water taxi back to your hotel. It's far more romantic than an overpriced gondola too.
Hats are a handy wardrobe accessory, but often make awkward travelling companions. Artisan hat maker Grevi has the best sun hats. They are made from flexible, breathable hemp fibre that folds up easily in a tote when final boarding is called or clouds gather at the beach.
Loyal customers at Tokyo's Palace Hotel feared that the atmosphere of the 1961 hotel would be lost when it was torn down and rebuilt this year at a cost of €850 million. They needn't have worried. Yes, the new 290-room hotel is sparkling and modern, but the feel of the old palace is still there.
The best airport lounge concepts are Munich's Lufthansa On Circle Lounge and Hong Kong's Cathay Pacific facilities. Having said that, the latter should have retained John Pawson to maintain aesthetics.
Kids can be the fussiest travellers of all, so when it comes to an eye for detail, the Peninsula Tokyo leaves no stone unturned and makes sure its littlest guests don't get overlooked. It's the best hotel for kids. Expect an assortment of bath toys and a wooden cot with a prettily patterned bed set.
Civita di Bagnoregio is only accessible by footbridge, and a full house at the 5-room Corte della Maestra sees the medieval village double in population. It's Monocle's favourite bolt hole. We're partial to cozying up in front of the stone fireplace at every opportunity.
If you're touching down at Wellington Airport, you'll notice a jagged, copper-clad structure rising like a mountain on the tarmac. It's the best new air terminal. The cavernous wooden interior and its triangle-panelled ceilings are as impressive as its exterior.
When you can't quite shift the stuffy aftermath of an impromptu dinner or drinks party in your suite, turn to listen as the best way to freshen a room. For those not keen on fruity or flowery fragrances, opt for the sunny incense with its woody notes of hinoki.
After a rocky landing at Narita and a 2-hour drive into Tokyo, we like nothing better than the gentle turn into the driveway at the peninsula and being greeted by the most charming doorman you'll ever meet, Ryu. We hope he's on the hotel group's management fast track.
Zurich's flashing screens at the end of boarding bridges announce connections and rank as one of the best innovations we've seen in civil aviation. Not only do these screens save on connection time, they also act as a clever reminder of Swiss ingenuity.
The upcoming MRJ will be the first commercial aircraft Japan has produced domestically in about 50 years. It soars away as the most eagerly awaited aircraft. It also promises to be an impressive machine, with a more spacious cabin and revolutionary operating economics.
From December, if you fly Swiss, you'll be able to spot a playful checkered handiwork of designer Caroline Flüler on the best crew accessories in aviation. Her new scarves and ties are a chic accent on the uniform and sport her signature check pattern.
Sashi Yamamoto from Shangri-La's island property atop Palace Place is the type of hotel staffer you'd like on hand at every port you visit. Elegant and informed, Sashi is on hand well before you pull into the driveway and thus gets our nod as the most gracious check-in assistant.
Named after a First World War pilot and hero, the Billy Bishop Airport in Toronto is everything a regional hub should be, and it's the best in North America.
No long-distance train ride would be complete without the perfect meal. A Japanese bento box stuffed with a sampling of the season's best is our favourite lunch on the go, and possibly just our favourite lunch. Tokyo Station's Ebinya Matsuri sells more than 150 types of bento box meals that are shipped in daily from all over the Japanese archipelago.
The most eagerly awaited infrastructure project is the Brenner Rail Tunnel. The project is a joint venture between the Austrian and Italian governments. Upon completion in 2026, it will be the second longest rail tunnel in the world at 56 kilometres.
Lufthansa's overhaul of the upper deck of its 747-400s means its older long-haul aircraft now feature the best first class set up in the sky.
Considering it serves a shopping-mad city, Tokyo's Narita Airport was always surprisingly low on the retail front. Things have picked up now, and one of the finest additions is Bijurishi Yoshida at Terminal 1. So much so that it's Monocle's choice for best luggage.
Airport city centre rail links can fall apart if the walk is too long from arrivals to platform or platform to connecting transport. Stockholm's Arlanda Express takes our prize for the best taxi-to-train setup with its well-designed interiors, clear announcements, and 15-second walk from carriage to cab rank.
And finally, at number 1, for a no-nonsense city hotel, turn to Hotel Daniel as the most affordable overnight concept. Visitors checking in at Vienna will be greeted by wafts from the on-site bakery, and if you overindulge, just rent one of their bikes.